Collective, how are you? I am here to do part 2 of your new moon reading, okay? The new moon is on the 21st. It's a very, very important one. I will link part 1 below because I did do a general astrology discussion, okay, for all signs at the beginning of it. You'll definitely want to check that one out before you watch your other signs, okay? I'm going to start with Cancer. I left off with Gemini, okay? And I will pull oracles. I will sometimes go down holes depending on what I get. I feel like I kind of got a crazy one for Taurus, okay? So feel free to go to the other parts. I will link them all below when posted. Definitely check that intro out, and let's start for my wonderful Cancer, okay? Let me just take a look at the chart here, okay? Because I did do a general discussion, but I will also look at the chart. Cancer, I do see you guys being in the spotlight here, okay? For whatever reason, something quasi-important may happen, okay, for you that affects you on an external basis, okay? Those of you born within the first 10 degrees or up to 12 degrees may be more affected because Mars is about to come into your sign, okay? And Mars rules Aries. And this new moon takes place directly at the 0-point critical degree start of the zodiac wheel, okay? And though new moons are sometimes quiet, you know, this one attached to Aries is the start of something new that's going to take action and energy and drive, okay? It could come out on a worldwide basis too, but I also think that it's almost like the preview, the movie preview, okay, if you will, for what's to come with these series of eclipses across the Libra and Aries axis, okay? Which will start next month and will kick off with a solar eclipse, okay, which will be a very powerful solar eclipse, particularly affecting those born at the Aries-Taurus cusp most significantly, or anything squaring off opposing with that cusp, okay? I will do a separate reading for that, so I'm not going to cover that eclipse in here, but for whatever reason, this is definitely connected to that. It's kind of, again, like a preview taster, okay, if you will. Just in general, like I said, I do see you guys being important, especially if you're born at the Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus at the Gemini Cancer cusp, okay, because it will specifically be squaring with the new moon, okay? For you guys, you're definitely, you know, involved since your ruler is going to be in conjunction with the sun, okay? All right, so for sure, you know, this is going to affect you, all right? And for whatever reason, it will be a highlight possibly in a public space, all right, or in a public place, or connected to your career, a new beginning in your career, okay? Some of you may get communications or have a lot of brainstorming in conjunction with a big change that's going to be coming up in your career, all right? At the same time, you almost have, if you guys have anything in Aqua, Pluto and Saturn are like nearly perfectly you know, covering each end of that sign, all right? So, and there's something very powerful there, indicating a change in transformation of anything that you have going on in Aquarius, all right? Which for you guys is the 8th house, okay? Death, taxes, transformation, deeply transformative sexual relationships, you know, that wind up really impacting your soul or your life in one way or another, and your values may come along during this long transit of Pluto through Aquarius, okay? Hold on one second. Let's pull a spread for my Cancer, okay? You're popping here with full moon, okay? Perhaps the last full moon was big for you guys, but additionally, like I said, we have that solar eclipse, and then we just, you know, this is a new moon. So whatever comes across now may get really kicking, all right? And here we are with transmute. So I do feel like you guys are going to have a big change. Though Mars is in its fall in Cancer, I believe that the majority will enjoy it leaving Gemini, because it's been in Gemini for an extremely long period of time, 8 months, and it usually takes 2 years to get a lot around the zodiac wheel. So that's an extremely long amount of time to be in one sign. Okay, I do see a lot of you guys going through some sort of big change. Okay, some of you may be doing some spiritual unpacking of one sort or another, exploring or studying in that regard, or just expanding your purview, or just, you know, if you are, if you do go to a local church or synagogue or something like that, you just may feel more connected to it at this time, or be exploring other options, or, you know, anything of this sort. Okay. We do have Neptune in close conjunction, not close conjunction. It's about 5 degrees away, but it's at the tail end of Pisces. All right. So it is close enough to be somewhat impactful. Okay. This is a very visual state. Okay. Higher spirituality, higher visualization. Okay. Very good for film and the creative arts when it comes to that, for the higher spiritual embodiment of love, and it's the higher octave of Venus when we're dealing with the positives of Neptune. Okay. So for my lovely Cancer, please. There is some healing as well. So, you know, any of you that work in healing or in the medical field or anything of that sort may also have some sort of highlight in your career, or a change in career, or something new here coming about. Okay, my deck is upside down, so I'll be turning this around. Okay, advocacy is also favored, all right, when it deals with like advocacy for anything connected to the sign of Cancer, all right, as Mars moves through it. Okay. It can feel a little bit more tense, but it's, you know, it's going to be going through your first house. So for you guys, you know, if you're a true rising, I think that it's, you know, going to be somewhat positive. If you have Mars in Cancer, it will be a Mars return. All right. I feel like there was some sort of conversation, or there'll be one that comes up around the time of the new moon, or some sort of contract. Again, this could be specifically with your career, all right, where you guys are maybe negotiating something, okay, the give and take in a contract or in a relationship that's of some sort of significance. It could be in a work relationship. I see you here in a 9 of Wands stance, telling me that either the particular people involved with this, possibly you feel a little bit defensive or something like this, all right? For one reason or another, this could be because of prior battles, but you're willing to go forth, okay? Some of you guys may be in the medical field, okay? I also see, you know, insofar as what you can do, we have a 2 of Swords and a 3 of Wands, so I just want to explore that a little bit further here. Sorry about that. I had to switch out the batteries. Something may tinge off something here around the time of the new moon, okay? And it may have to do with you being a spouse, or you being a mother, okay? You may feel a little bit like you're being called towards action, or you're being judged here, or someone else is, okay? I'm getting a lot of 3, 6. So there could be 3 parties involved, or there could be like multiple things. I see you waiting for something here connected with someone from the past, or something from the past. This has a high Jupiter tinge to it, with the 6 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune appearing here, and Jupiter is still in Aries. So I do feel like there's something very old and nostalgic here that you're waiting on, that you're maybe facing a little bit of indecision about, and it's saying that the time is right to move, okay? Yeah, the moon and the 4 of Cups in the reverse. You may have previously felt rejected, all right? And it's telling you to let go of these feelings of rejection. The time is right, okay? Perhaps you were waiting on somebody else to make a move. Perhaps some of you were going to make a move. Perhaps you are feeling a little bit guarded because of some old injuries, but or you're tending to injuries. Injuries could be involved, all right, in the career, or some sort of wounding, or some sort of teaching, okay? Those of you that have Mars in your sign could literally have, you know, things dealing with the home, or things of this sort that you partake in. I mean, Mars in Cancer can lead to extremely being a very good competitor when it comes to things like swimming, you know, things of this sort. Those of you that have a Mars return and are a true Cancer rising, all right, may like literally be doing more pool time. Things of this sort may bring you a sense of comfort at this time, okay? With the Six of Pentacles, there's something here that may have been unfair about the give and take or the balance in regards to a relationship, okay? And you may want to put in a lot more dedication to moving towards a victory, either with a person or again with something in your career, okay? I don't like seeing the Seven of Swords here, but yeah, there may be some communication about some devious behavior or unfair balance or give and take in something. Now, again, you may be negotiating something to do with your career, or this could have to do with a mother figure of yours, or somebody else with some strong Venus placements, or a Libra or a Taurus, okay? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, Cancer. I am also seeing here, I don't want to understate this tension between Mars, which is about to enter Cancer, all right, and this new moon. I do think it will get going or have some sort of huge transformation by next month around the time of the eclipse, before or after. But depending on all of you guys, it will impact you in different ways, okay? And for you, this is a huge move. I mean, literally, you could be moving. Work locations, things of this nature, okay? You could be graduating from a residency, about to go, you know, and move because of something like that. You could be spending more time at home, or deciding to do something of this sort as well, all right? And again, this could also affect your, you know, your fourth house of home because of the opposition, all right? So whatever it is, it tends to affect all of your major access points, all right, of major houses, all right? There could be some sort of partnership involved or marriage involved as well, or a potential one, all right? I am showing a friendship here. The reason I'm showing this Six of Pentacles, there's somebody important to you here, okay? Or a conversation that's important to you, or a person that's important to you. Again, it could be related to your mother. There could be, or it could be related to a boss, all right? Especially if it was a female boss, all right? There may have been some just hiding the hand here, okay? I'm showing a Father of Cups now too. There may be somebody here, and it could be you, who's not communicating about something, all right? It could be somebody that you're in a love relationship with, all right? I'm not sure why you wouldn't be communicating that, but for whatever reason, there's like a hiding of your hand a little bit, or something deceivious or hidden about it, or something of this sort, okay? And you could be receiving communications about that as well, all right? It could be that somebody can't give because they're giving to someone else, or something of this sort. But what I do like is on this Three of Pentacles, which is the basis for the Six of Pentacles here, is that I have a Queen of Swords and an Ace of Cups. That's overflowing love. There's somebody here that you love a lot, or somebody that has love for someone else here, quite a bit. It could be you. And there could have been a conversation or some straight talk about it, or the potential there. And the potential is what's being hidden, okay? If this is a new creative project, it could be huge. Very, very huge, okay? I do show that there's somebody here you're missing. That could have been somebody that was past, or somebody that you were previously with that you're breaking up with, or especially if you're moving work or something like that, there's going to be somebody that you miss, okay? This person could be a Scorpio. All right, or the break may have happened rather quickly, or you're anticipating the break, or something about this new moon requires the break, okay? I do see you guys wanting to balance all the balls here, you know, wanting to find stability, and stability is necessary, all right? I do feel like there's some sort of protection or power here some sort of clarity regarding anything that was too competitive, all right? Now, if it's competitive as to work, I think that you'll be successful here. For whatever reason, there's some amount of sadness, all right? There also could be somebody here that's younger that's working for you, or that you're something that you're working on that you're like, and that could be in regards to other job offers or other opportunities. But if you are, I feel like there's some amount of keeping that closed or not really expressing what's really going on there, all right? All right, this could be related to job opportunities and or money, okay? So for some reason, you know, you may be watching over a younger child as well, all right? Or, you know, an underling at work or something of this sort could also be there, okay? But I do see this as overall positive. This right here is just kind of, give me another one here. And I do show you like trying to put yourself in a higher state of consciousness, okay? Other sides I see involved here could be Pisces and or Leo, all right? I see you really coming full circle here, all right? So whatever comes up now may have more of an impact on this spiritual cleansing. There is something that you're struggling with here. Could be from the past, okay? That you want to clear your soul with or something like this, okay? I see you doing it, and I feel like your soul's feeling a little bit battered, okay? And I do feel like it's from something of the past or something reminiscent that brings up the past here in one way or another, okay? This could be with work. Okay, some of you may feel blocked on working on some part of your spirituality, or feel blocked at work, like be making a change because it doesn't jive with who you are inwardly. Something of this sort, okay? Something of this sort, all right? Unsure of whether you're going to be able to get through a certain block with work, all right? Feeling a little defensive about it, or feeling like something backfired here. All right. And being also very protective of your work as well as your family here. Okay. I'm getting a lot of strong security vibes, very Cancerian. All right. With the 8 to the 10 of the Pentacles. All right. But for whatever reason, there is something here calling you to say, look at this from a higher level. Look at the wound. And then you'll get the answer, all right? And again, we have strong communications as well as Chiron or Chiron involved, which brings up themes of Virgo and or Sagittarius, as well as the wounded healer, all right? And so for whatever reason, there's new beginnings when it comes to that, okay? Very much so, all right? Something here has a potential, but you have to get through this block to reach the full potential, all right? And I do see that you want to dedicate yourself to whatever this change is. Like you really want to put in effort, and you're going to be dedicated about it, and it's going to be victorious if you do, okay? Because I show the Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot, okay? That is very daily, weekly, regimented, loyal, steadfast, putting in effort. Okay, I see you doing it. That's the likely outcome. Maybe a little bit nervous about it, but you're going to put in the effort. And then with the Chariot here, I mean, that's your major arcana card. It's going to work. Yep. It's going to lead to a new beginning. Okay, and some of you, again, maybe moving home, maybe moving work, maybe negotiating benefits or something like that with employment. There may be a masculine Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that's acting a little bit out of bounds or isn't happy about something that's going on. I don't think that that's, you know, your concern, as long as you're doing right by yourself. I don't know why this person, I mean, I just see it in there, so I don't want to bring it up too much because this is your reading. The other thing that I show is that you are being called to make a decision here, okay? Some of you could be making a decision about another Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, but for the most part, I see this as you, Okay, I see this as you wanting to nurture something, you wanting to move fast either towards something or to something that really fills your soul and leaves you in this stance of a Mother of Pentacles, which, you know, is a very nurturing place. Okay, and Cancer loves to nurture. All right, there might be some, you know, indecision. Okay, and you wanting to move quickly towards this place, okay, towards being more steadfast if you weren't in the past, or something like this with someone that's important to you or something that's important to you. Okay, and I see these things coming about. All right, I see that the time is ripened, okay, for something to come into being. All right, you were waiting on something. Some of you were waiting to walk away. All right, but the time is ripe now to walk away and to walk towards something new or someone new. All right, and I'm having an Emperor here now too. Some of you, if you were waiting on a father figure to do right by you that you felt rejected by in the past, I don't think you're going to be doing that anymore. I now have an Emperor and an Empress, all right, on either side of this spread. All right, so some of you, you know, could be dealing with some issues regarding your family tree. All right, if it's not you in these roles, you could be dealing with your own parents here, all right? And I do see like a waiting for somebody, you know, and I show that the time is ripe. For whatever reason, you were like, there's something to do with a walk away here of prior emotional investments you were waiting on, all right? Maybe you felt indecisive about that, okay? And I feel like there's something here coming to fruition, all right, with that. There's an ending here. If you were waiting on a boss figure or a father figure here, there is something saying you don't need to wait for this person's approval, all right, to do something, to do the right thing, to do what's right for you and your heart. Like there's something very fortunate here with an ending, okay? Justice is here, okay? This is a very quiet justice. This is a very wise justice, all right? The Sword of Justice is here in this situation, is here with an ending. All right? Somebody that is at the Virgo Libra cusp may be important here, or there could be like a quiet justice that's not being spoken about, or an end to this quiet justice, all right, that caused a great deal of heartache here, okay? There's some old pain here that's being clung on to. Those of you that are missing your father may be missing your father a lot, okay? Those of you that were disappointed by a father figure, okay? Whether that's your own father or whether that's somebody in your exterior, all right? There's an end of this person waiting, or you waiting on this person, because there's an end to this situation, all right, here with that, okay? And there's something that like comes about that is like just here, okay? This person is bringing an end to a situation, all right? Or, but there was like holding on to heartache that you weren't talking about here, Cancer. Somebody may have had some hurt issues here as well, okay? Some of you may be missing someone, waiting for guidance on what to do for somebody that's not around, that can't give you that guidance, that expects you to be able to do that on your own or something here. There is, all right? For others of you, there may be some heartache to heal, okay? But their clarity and truth is here for you, and I show you doing it, okay? I show you doing it. There is something here that's like, don't wait for someone else to perform that's not around to perform, or that can't perform, or that never performed. You perform with what you believe is right All right, and I show this in relationship to something connected to childhood or family or somebody you're very nostalgic for, all right, that you have a lot of deep feelings for, okay? That's all I have for you. Enjoy. I'm going to shuffle, clean, and move on to Leo. Hi, how are you, Leo? How's my lovely Leo? I'm here to do a new moon reading for you, okay? The new moon's on the 21st. Please make sure you check the intro where I discussed the planetary aspects, all right? In part 1, it will be linked below, all right? And feel free to watch your sun, moon, rising, okay? For a full picture or any stellums, 3 or more planets in one spot, okay? This is for sun, moon, rising, Venus of Leo, all right? Leo, this is going to be at your like 8th, 9th house cusp if you use whole signs, okay? If you do not, it's still, you know, at that axis between Pisces and Aries, okay? And it's really at 0 degrees Aries, so there's something very new that's starting, okay? And something that's ending, I feel, okay? This is huge. This may relate to new beginnings on any 9th house arena, okay? Religion, values, philosophy, the law, spirituality, especially when it comes to dogma, things of this nature, all right? Maybe set for a new beginning, all right? Those of you may experience anything like this, okay? There may be some healing that's attached to this, okay? Those of you that are embarking on any kind of new graduate study or new college or switching your majors or starting school or going back to school, all right, or moving home after school or relocating, you know, something like this is big. And because these, you know, your 8th house, you know, whatever's ruled there with Pisces, all right, and structure, whatever you're setting up now is going to go through a big transformation insofar as your values and your legacy of what you want to leave behind go. So whatever you're starting now in the 9th house, and I do think that will come to fruition or really get going as Saturn moves through Pisces and as the series of eclipses in Aries and Libra start to take place, which will be next month, kicking off with a full solar eclipse, okay? So I do feel like some of you are going through a major transition at this time, okay, on those areas that I discussed, okay, with a long-term impact or feel to them, okay? Ace of Wands is down here at the bottom, telling me you are starting something new, but with that something new, we have death starting out, okay, which means complete transformation, all right? Pluto is about to move into your 7th house. This may affect business partnerships, marriages. From now to 2043, you're going to go through a lot of changes, all right, in those areas of partnerships. Some of you may get married. Some of you may form new business partnerships. Some of you may make some new enemies. Some of you could have particularly controlling partners or very transformative partners into your life, okay? There can be a sense of darkness and or great attraction when it comes to partners right now. Be careful of, you know, anybody that comes your way that is more controlling over transformative, all right? But you know, your partnerships can take on scorpionic, rise like the phoenix kind of vibes, okay, as well, because Aquarius is, you know, on the opposite side of you in your 7th house of partnerships, okay, as Pluto moves through there. So it doesn't surprise me that this new moon, I do feel like it is a kickoff to this Aries Libra set of eclipses, as well as Saturn moving through, as well as the kickoff of Pluto starting to generate through and move through Aquarius, all right, will start to occur. You'll get a real feel of what that's going to be like. But like I said, what you have now in the 7th house versus what you have when it exits in 2043 is going to be massive, okay? Most of you had Pluto going through your 6th house, okay, dealing with everyday work for the past 20 years, places of routine, anything governed by the 6th house of service, anything governing with your health, your body, things of this sort, okay, that we have here. Let me just pull a couple oracle Pentacles for you as well. All right, your ruler, the sun, will be highly involved, as will you, okay, in this new beginning, all right, at 0 degrees. So I do feel like it's completely new. Whatever is happening is completely new. It's at the start of the zodiac wheel. Okay, so whatever's happening for you guys in the particular areas that I've mentioned are going to be huge. There is something from the background telling me because of Mars is about to move through your 12th house, okay, through Cancer, all right? I'm happy to see it leave Gemini, but for you guys, it may be like a little bit of aggression or a lot of hard work that goes on in the background at first during this new transition, whatever is occurring for you. There may be a lot of background work to do that maybe you don't get a lot of recognition for at first. Not to say, you know, that's bad in any way. Some of you guys can also have sometimes, like possibly for some of you, a love affair or something like this that kind of starts off in the background, all right? Or you know, don't isn't out in the open at first or something like this. So I just want to mention that as well. And I want, whatever this transformation is, I feel as if it's because you have to move your investments or moving what you're investing in, okay? All right, now this move of investments or what you're focusing your relationships are on, or anything in regards to what I brought up, you could be leaving a place that you have been with for a very long time, okay? You're popping here with boundaries, all right? Some of you may need boundaries. Some of you may have somebody that's kind of invading in your boundaries, or, yeah, safe travel. I do feel like some of you guys maybe leaving one place to go to another, okay? You know, 9th house can also relate to foreign travel. We're popping here with shadow as well, and I believe that's going to be very connected to Pluto's move this month for you, okay? We have death, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Empress, all right? Some of you maybe business owners, all right? And I do show some of you may become parents over the next few years, all right? Or you may meet a feminine energy that becomes very important to you, or somebody with a Venus that's highly aspected to yours, or someone with a, but I feel like this is you, you know, this transformation that you're coming into now has to do with you investing in yourself, something that you really want for yourself. That investment, that transformation may entail a walk away from prior investments and a lot of effort into something new with the 7 of Pentacles here, all right? Transforming what you're investing into, a complete transformation here. With the 8 of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, I see that some of you may be turning down a job offer, all right? Or there may be news of walking away from one thing to go towards something new, all right? All right, so again, some of you may get a fellowship, an apprenticeship overseas, or be thinking of traveling overseas more, or something of this sort as well, okay? Some of you may be in studying fashion. Some of you could be studying fashion or something in the beauty industry as well. Something very regal, all right? You may have be studying on this regard at this time, all right? Some of you, but I do show that there's, hold on, give me this. The thing is to, yeah, walk away from what's ended. The advice here with this 8 of Cups, with this 10 of Swords, some situation is definitively over. Definitively over, and it's time to walk away. All right, there was a large emotional investment previously with this, okay? I do show a 5 of Cups here with the Page of Pentacles. Perhaps there was some sadness over not being able to continue in one place, okay? All right, perhaps like you didn't get your top pick, you got the second pick or something like this, all right? Or there's just sadness in leaving someplace. Or you get a new offer, but for whatever reason, that offer makes you a little sad, or the move makes you a little sad, because whatever this was from the past here, that's done. The situation is done. There was a lot of emotional attachment and possibly time you know, entered into it, okay? Ace of Wands, there's a brand new beginning though. There it is. The Nine of Wands is here, okay, with the Death card. I feel like some of you guys, whatever transformation you're going through, whatever new things beginning, you are starting to embrace it. You're letting go of feeling defensive or having your guard up, okay, which is a good thing, all right? And I think for most of you, it's because you already decided to invest or nurture something, okay? You already decided to go after something full barrel, okay? For some of you, there may be a person, all right? Or you may be nurturing yourself, all right? Some of you could be spouses. Some of you could, again, meet a spouse over this time, okay? Some of you could have some earth in your chart or be dealing with someone else with some earth in their chart, okay? And this situation may have ended. With this Empress, I'm getting the High Priestess and the likely outcome. There could be somebody with some Pisces here that's rather important, okay? Or you may have some Pisces in your chart. Some of you could have a Venus in Pisces. Some of you could be a child, okay? This could have to do with your mother, okay? Or a child is going to come along, all right? Or the birth of a new enterprise is going to come along, and you've been very, you're following your intuition for guidance about it, okay? There may, for some of you, there may be some sort of transformations in if your mother was judgmental of you, or you felt judgmental in regards to a child, or in regards to a fool's sleep, or you felt that you were going to be abandoned or something like this, all right? There is some sense of, or old things related to abandonment and or fears of losing, or fears of jumping into the unknown, that it's not going to work out, okay? And I feel that some of that's your mind, because it's already here that you're trying something new, okay? Some of you may have to leave other things out in the cold, all right, to try this new thing, okay? Somebody here may have some Aries in their chart as well, okay, or some Aquarius, all right? Hold on one second. I just want to pull some Lenormand for you guys on this. I do feel like some of you may have some water in your chart, because I am showing with this boundaries that there's a mountain to cross, meaning some of you could have had difficulty putting up boundaries, or not putting up boundaries, or defending those, or feeling a little defensive yourself. And it could be in regards to what a huge move this is, something of this stead, okay? Something of this stead, all right? But I do show that this new thing that you're beginning, all right, it's going to be amazing, okay? Because the stork is here with spiritual cleansing, all right? So whatever comes into being over the next 3 years to 5 years for you is going to be quite amazing. It will take nurturing, all right? You're not going to have a problem with that, okay? And I do see with the ring and safe travel, I do feel like there's some sort of either new love that could come across for you guys, all right, or a new potential for marriage, all right, that's very transformative, okay? And some of you just maybe traveling for something that's very valuable to you, all right? All right, some of you may be literally shopping or want to shop somewhere else for something that's very important to you. Some of you may be engaged in some international commerce or something of that sort, or want to shop for something special from far away, all right? And I am definitely showing this attached to a woman, perhaps a female that you engage with, all right? Or that could be you, but there is blessings here showing up here for you. Something very old, okay? If a new lover comes in, this person may be very important to you, may be very wise, and they may be like somewhat of a soulmate, and it looks very amazing. All right. I'm also showing elders here. Some of you may be traveling with something, like bringing something on your travels, okay? Especially if someone's passed over, bringing something of theirs on their travels, okay? And I do show that there is an ending to issues with boundaries here, okay? Whether boundaries were crossed with you or them, okay, or someone else here. I feel like there is an, you know, definitive endings, you know, taking place with this new beginnings, all right? There's also a message here that there is a key in examining like your own secret garden here on your own shadow side, Leo, okay? I feel like you guys are going to be doing that in regards to partnerships, okay? Some of you, again, may have a very deep partner, deeply transformative partner that comes across for you, all right? Over the next few years, that has the key to your heart, or the key to your secret garden, or the key to your shadow side, or something of this sort here, okay? And you know, it's going to be a very positive relationship if so, okay? That could wind up in marriage if you're not married, okay? I'm also showing something about traveling, something to do with commerce, okay? Something to do with a rebirth here that's going to be very profitable for you, okay? It's something new that can turn into a lot of abundance here. And again, yeah, with the sun here, and a lot of happiness. Ooh. All right, but I am showing that it's relatively new, whatever this is. Okay, and you know, for those of you engaged in any kind of like work on yourself or something like this, I just see a lot of happiness. Okay, some of you may, again, I feel like those of you that aren't coupled are going to have somebody that comes into your life that you have a very strong spiritual connection with. I don't feel like you were already with this person. All right. I feel like this is going to be a very, very profitable relationship. All right. Some of you also may communicate for a living. Okay. In one sense or another here. All right. This is going to bring you a lot of joy, or someone else is going to bring you a lot of joy here. Okay. And for some of you, there could be a birth of a child. All right. And becoming a mother or a father may change you greatly, or a new child that enters your life. Like if your mate has children, is going to be very, very tightly bonded, and the relationship's going to also be very profitable, okay? The bouquet is at the bottom of it. Wow. Okay. But again, I do show that there is some insane chemistry, possibly with somebody that comes around, all right? Within the first few weeks following this new moon, if you haven't met them already, this may be somebody new, all right? I show a very strong, intense chemistry here. All right. And I also show, again, the closing of something old here. Okay. That's way past its sell-by date. Only you know. Only you know, Leo, but let me know, because whew, something looks pretty damn amazing. And something's ending. So leave me a comment, all right? And let me know how it affected you. It will be the start of a brand new phase. And again, it's kind of like a preview taste of what's to come with the series of eclipses in Aries and Libra as well. I love you, Leo. I'm going to clean up, and I'm going to move on to Virgo. I'll see you later. Virgity Virg, how the heck are you? I am here to do your new moon reading. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium, North Node, Virgo. Make sure you check your other placements, and I will link part 1 and part 3 if there's a part 3, if I don't upload this all in one, below. Definitely check out the intro where I discuss the general aspects for the new moon and how important this new moon is insofar as bringing in a new phase of eclipses, which will start next month and kick off with a total eclipse in Aries, okay? This is a powerful punch for a new moon. There are some squares to it, including to Aries ruler, all right? Mars, which is about to finally enter Cancer. All right, it is in its fall in Cancer, but it's very good for certain things, okay? And I think the majority of us will be happy to see it leave Gemini, including, I think, Gemini, because Gemini's nerves are probably frayed. Whether you're a moon, sun, moon, rising, okay? I think Gemini is probably just about for the exit. Okay, because it usually takes about 2 years to get around the zodiac, but having to spend like 8 months in Gemini. All right, a very long time. Okay, there's something here about new beginnings with communications here. And you are highly involved with this new moon because your ruler is nearly conjunct the sun and the moon at 0 point critical degree in Aries, okay? I feel like a lot of messages, a lot of communications, a lot of things of this nature are going to be going on. This is right near your 8th, 9th house cusp, all right? I'm sorry, your 7th and 8th house cusp, bringing up issues of partnerships, all right? Taxes, rebirths, deaths, transformations, legacy, inheritance, taxes, all right? Anything of this nature, you could be rearing to go on some new beginnings, all right? Pluto is about to enter or is at the 0 point of Aquarius. It will take several years to get kicking. I think that the preparation of this is going to be dealing with Saturn's move through Pisces in your 7th house. Some of you could get married. Some of you could get divorced. If somebody comes in and you form a business alliance or a long-term partnership, it's likely to have a note of seriousness to it, Virgo, which I don't think will bother you at all. But they're likely to be serious and long-forming and have structures and or contracts attached to them. All right. You know, I think that I think it's going to be wonderful for you. Okay. That said, there is a little bit of tension, all right, or drive, and some of this drive may be through outer networks. Some of you may have a masculine energy as as Mars moves into Cancer that comes into your 11th house, okay? You could have a new male friend, all right, or an important male friend, or a male that's ruled by Scorpio, has a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, all right, Venus, or a particularly important Mars placement, all right, because sometimes inward planets can show up as energies, okay? For others of you, this will show up not as an energy, but will show up for you as your energy and your drive, all right? Blessings could come in hard and fast, you know? Friendships could come in and be very ardent, you know, in their affection for you. You could have a lot of energy going into the 11th house of blessings. Those of you that are in the military or the police force or in things of this nature may just have a lot of action oriented in these fields or into wider networks, something of this sort, okay? Let's see here. What else do I want to mention? You are getting done with Saturn moving through the 6th house. Some of you could have felt more restricted, all right, because, you know, maybe you had to sit at desk long hours during the day or something of this sort, all right? But as Saturn is done moving through the 6th house, which can deal with your health and your body and anything connected to Virgo, daily tasks, okay, routine work, all right, the drudgery of those things over the past few years may have been somewhat intense, all right, as Pluto starts to move through the 6th house. I feel like you want to bring these things to a higher level to transform your 6th house, okay? This could be a transformation of your body. This could be getting, totally transforming your everyday work life, totally transforming your health, things of this nature may be going on, all right? As it moves through Aqua, you may get a bend for humanitarian causes and really wanting to make an impact on the wider community, whether on a small or larger scale, okay, Virgo, over the next 20 years as it moves through, okay? That's some long-term impact. You have the Two of Cups appearing here. The Three of Wands. Some of you are single and or waiting for something with somebody else, okay? Some of you, popping up real lovey here. What's going on here? you are giving me a full-on love read here for your new moon here. Again, if somebody comes in, it's likely to be intense. All right, especially with the 8th house activity, 7th, 8th house, all right, activity that I mentioned. If a new romantic partner comes in, it could be very deep, very fast, and also be long-term because of the Saturnian theme to it, okay? Or die out quick because it doesn't meet the standards of that Saturn long-term glue structure kind of feeling, okay? But I see here that there was some emotional unfulfillment possibly, all right, with a relationship in the past. Battery change. This is, I show you guys waiting for a very important soul tie or soulmate here. That may be because of feelings of rejection or not having something that you wanted in the past, okay? Some amount of, I don't want to say prudishness, but the traditional Virgo virgin attitude may prevail, okay? And you may have waited for someone. You're popping here with soulmates. I feel like you had to reject someone in the past and you're waiting on, or someone rejected you and you were sitting there waiting, or somebody left you waiting, or something of this stead. But I show that some of you guys were waiting to manifest maybe a love offer, okay? Some of you are highly attracted to somebody, or someone's highly attracted to you. I show it with you guys of wanting to take some romantic action, okay? Some of you may have Gemini in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising. Gemini's popped here twice, and or Virgo, okay? We have the Magician here as the likely outcome. This is telling you you have all the tools you need, all right, to get what you want, okay, and love. Now, there may have been something here that didn't float. Maybe the communication was off. Maybe something like this in the past, or the timing wasn't right. I also show that you were dismayed in some prior relationships. Lack of emotional or spiritual fulfillment could have been the cause. And I see you waiting for a proper mate, okay? Some of you could have been engaged in relationships that where the give and take weren't equal previously, but I see you manifesting something new as the likely outcome. Wow. Okay. And let me just take a look at something real quick, for you, Virgo. I also want to mention that with Mars is going to be nearly conjunct the 10th house cusp ruler. All right. Of Cancer. So you guys could have a lot of drive, and some of you may have put love to the side because you were very busy with your career. Others of you could have someone come in that you meet through your career, all right, or your outward networks and career that's, you know, becomes important in one stead or another. Some of you for the past 8 months may have been putting in considerable effort into a project that felt like it was, had some public appeal to it or was external. Some of you could have felt like some arguments were also exposed in the public or something like this. All right, with Mars as it went through the 10th, all right, that could be tense, okay? That can kind of shut down your love life. And the other day, it's so funny because I pulled a reading for you guys and the 7 of Wands was like crowning you, and it had like some love vibes with it, and I just like showed you guys blocked off. Right? You were like, it was a single and troubled in love reading, I think. Everyone is popping with this spiritual cleansing lately, all right? And I do think that this has to do with a wider, I think that this has to do with Pluto's move into Aquarius, that this keeps popping. It's kind of crazy though. You know, and again, there is a restart, and when we're restarting at 0 degrees, the very beginning, you're popping here with friendship. Some of you guys are going to fall in love with a friend, or have, you're going to wind up in a sexual relationship with a friend, or somebody that you're friends with as well. When you're dealing with Pisces and the end of Pisces is the end of the cycle, okay? We're dealing with, you know, another critical point of 29 degrees Pisces. That's the end of the spiritual cycle and the beginning of the new. So spiritual cleansing is like apropos to pop up here, you know? It's like, and now something new is starting, okay? I do feel like, Some of you guys may feel like you have like a tight soul bond with someone as well. Like maybe that somebody was, you know, meant to be, or something like this, about something that occurs here or unfolds. Okay, this could take over the entire cycle of Saturn moving through Pisces to unfold, the initial unfolding, unveiling, or it could start and then kind of carry forward as this new series of eclipses in Aries and Libra start occurring. Okay, I'm definitively showing that some of you were waiting for something to be over. You were kind of like morose about waiting, or maybe you were afraid of getting rejected by someone. So you were waiting to make a love offer here. But I show that you have all the tools at your disposal to do so. All right. If this was with a creative work offer, same difference. This could have to do with work. All right, the time could be right to go after a new position if that's what you're after. I show that it's a very creative position, if so. For the majority of you, I feel like it's time to get back in the saddle with other things here, okay? And I'm showing it particularly with love, okay? This Knight of Cups energy, it's like, what can you do to help or hinder this? New beginning. It's like Knight of Cups, like take action. Put your best foot forward, okay? Some of you could be walking away from someone else, all right? Walking away from a feeling of competition or being afraid that you can't beat the competition, all right? Walking away from anybody that puts you in a feeling of a third party or feeling like you had to compete for someone's affection or love, that is gone. So I don't know what's going on there, Virgo. Maybe somebody put you in a third-party situation, or there was other competition around. You were waiting to die off, and I feel like this is coming about, all right? I feel like, yeah, I feel like there's somebody here that you've been watching a little obsessively, or had your eye on, or like had kind of a fantasy vibe about, maybe. I don't know why you weren't already with this person, Virgo, but there's something here saying this decision's about to be made already, okay? There's a choice here, all right? Some of you, this person could be a mother, all right? This person, or you guys could be a mother. There could be another mother that you're like worried about watching you or something like this, or something like this, or having an unhealthy obsession with you or something like this as well. But for the majority of you, insofar as your advice, it's like, don't be afraid to step into your power, your Empress power, okay? Your Venusian power, okay? Don't be afraid to, yeah, there's like a complete transformation here. Okay, for some of you, there's an ending, and somebody that you are, you ended things with someone else. For some of you, you're done obsessing and you're ready to make a choice and go after something, okay? Some heavy vibes here. Hold on. Give me the Three of Wands here. I see a lot of, yeah, there's some, you were waiting to communicate with somebody here, Virgo. Or waiting to make a move on somebody here. Who is this? You guys got to leave me who this is. Father of Cups. Oh, you guys, some of you were like afraid of getting rejected in love, okay? Yeah, okay. Some of you may have dealt with somebody that was like materialistic in the past or off balance here, but, or been afraid of like, I don't know, letting your full self out with someone or something like this, but I don't see it being a problem here, okay? I see that you have the ability to step into both roles. All right, some of you are a little bit, I wouldn't say introverted at all, but private and like quiet when it comes to your love life or something. Some of you are married or want to manifest a new partner that you would live with or marry, okay? And I'm showing all of you have the tools to do that. I do show that there is a choice in regards to a third party here, possibly. Maybe a third party is going to get pissed if you date somebody. I feel like you're moving on from that. okay? And I feel like there's going to be a lot of celebration here in the future, okay? And if there was an obsession with somebody that you had not been expressive with or gone after, I feel like that is going to end, or vice versa, okay? There's something here about don't just sit there and, you know, wonder, should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I do it? Should I not do it? I see some of you obsessing about that a little bit. Should I do it or should I not do it? Like literally with someone. I feel like you should do it. I don't know, Virgo. I mean, be safe, but all right, what's this friendship thing here? What are you guys doing to me today? All right, I see like a solid friendship here between you and someone. Yeah, I see like effort, all right? Some of you have a fire sign around. There's a lot of masculine energy here. Some of you are maybe afraid of like ending a friendship, or you're afraid that you are going to lose a friend if you go after this person. I don't know why, you do, okay? Or someone else's friendship is, or there's an end to that friendship because it takes the plunge somewhere else, okay? What's this? What's this? What's this? Yeah, I feel like some of you guys also have a job position. You're done waiting. You're done waiting to ask somebody out. You're going to ask them out, or you're going to try for the job, or you're going to do it, okay, Virgo, and you're going to get it, all right? You're like done. There's good news. It's a yes. Okay? I don't know what's going on here, all right? I show a lot of independence here, though, Virgo. All right? You're making your own choices, okay? I feel like there's... Again, there's some sort of guidance here on a long-term commitment of somebody that comes into your life. You feel like there's something kismet or serendipitous about it, or isn't it funny that this happened kind of thing, and it winds up being an amazing thing, all right? For those of you that are happily married, I feel like maybe work kept you apart or something like this, and I feel like there is a, you know, any of you that were... If any of you had like are happily coupled, but there was some cheating or something like that going on, like I feel like that's ending, or competitive or arguments going on in your relationship. If you were happy, I feel like that's coming to an end, and a new phase of real enjoyment or recommitment to the relationship is coming for you. Okay. I also have these two sayings here, which I find apropos. Regard your soldiers as children, and they will follow you into the deepest valleys. Okay. And again, there's something very intense and very like Mars-like about that. And then I have, if words of command are not clear and distinct, if orders are not thoroughly understood, then the general is to blame. But if his orders are clear and the soldiers disobey, then it is the fault of the officers. There's someone here that you're having a boundary issue with, or that is crossing boundaries, all right, and now shit's getting messed up because of that, okay? And this is also that you need to speak clearly with the people you're working with on what you're working with, and then that way there's no issues here, okay? Again, there also may be children here involved in one way or another, or people at work that are under you if you're in management, okay? All right, and there's something about nurturing children and or relationships with people that are under you that are very, very important, okay? To rule with an open hand and from the heart seems to be important here, okay? And then also to be clear about what it is that you want, because if things go wrong but you weren't clear about what you want, then it's not everybody else's fault, it's your own. Take it as it resonates, Virgo. I see somebody here that may be coming back after you, okay, that you're going to reject. I have like the Chaser with the Four of Cups and the Tower. There may be somebody clinging to you from the past that I show you rejecting. All right. I also show a very strong connection coming in here of, and I feel like it's new. Yeah, it's new. It's a wish fulfillment. All right, somebody here likes you, or you like them. I mean, I have it here with the Star and the Nine of Cups. This person could have some Aquarius in their chart, or you could. I feel like you're coming out of a place of indecision about this past person and stuff. All right. Somebody, I feel like something blew up with that or something like this. Yeah, there was some heartbreak here over rejection here. Okay. Or something from the past. Yeah. You're coming out of a place of rest and healing. There may be somebody here that is latched on from the past that just won't let you go, or you won't let them go. Okay, this person could have some Scorpio in their chart. I'm also showing some Libra here. There may be somebody here from the past that's a Libra that you need to reject or something like that. There's some indecision, maybe possibly because this person was a long-term soulmate, all right, about that, all right? Or something like this. Again, all right, but there's somebody new here that really likes you, that floats your boat and you float their boat. I don't know. It's coming in, Virgo. I don't know. It's all over your reading. Enjoy it. Let me know how it goes. Leave me a comment. Whatever occurs, it's going to get better as Saturn starts to boogie through. All right. Your 7th house and some other stuff here. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to clean this up and I'm going to move on to Libra. Bye, Virgo. I love you. Hi, Libra. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. You guys have a brand new new moon on the 21st. Please go back. I will link part 1 and part 3 below if there is a part 3. I may post part 2, the rest of the signs to be done, but part 1 will be linked below for sure. Part 1 has the intro of the general aspects and things that may come up around this new moon. This new moon's extremely important because it is kind of like a preview test taster of what is going to go on as this series of eclipses start across the Aries Libra axis, which will start next month, all right, with a total solar eclipse. All right, I will cover that in a separate reading, an eclipse reading, an all signs reading, which will be very important, all right? But this new moon is very important for, depending on how it hits your chart, in multitude of ways, okay? And I do believe that whatever starts will be tied to Pluto's, because it's kind of like a marker in time. We have Pluto entering Aquarius, we have Saturn that just entered Pisces. Anything that you have in Pisces is pretty much, you know, if you have anything middle degree Pisces, it's right at the Saturn-Pluto midpoint. Kind of a big deal. I'll cover that in Pisces, but I just wanted to mention that in case you guys have any Pisces placements. We have still a ton of activity in middle of the road Aquarius and the first few degrees of Aquarius, because Venus is now in, I'm sorry, Aquarius, Taurus, because Uranus is in middle Taurus, all right? We are ending or coming to close to the close of the series of eclipses across the Taurus-Scorpio axis, all right? Which would greatly affect your 8th house of legacy, taxes, inheritance, things of this sort. There's a very prominent feminine energy over there. It could be you letting off Empress vibes, but there is a wife or someone that is a mother or something very important here that's going through your 8th house right now, all right? And this will take place nearly, you know, if you use whole sign houses, right at your descendant line if you're a true Libra rising, okay? So you could have a new partner enter or a new phase in your partnership. And this could be business partners as well, okay? 7th house is for partnerships, alliances, long-term contracts, anything that you would formalize with an agreement, okay? And there is a brand new beginning there. It is also the start of, sorry about that, Libra. Whatever occurs now is likely to affect your daily life, your everyday work routines. Things like this may be changing. Some of you may be dealing with a more structured work environment or structure in everyday, more structure with your health. Okay, some of you could have some things, some challenging things arise in your health as Saturn moves through there, but it's also a time where if you take on the task of Saturn that you can really advance your health, okay, or your 6th house daily life, okay, everyday work. If you have a 6th house oriented service career, that could affect that as well. You could move to higher management. You could be in an environment where there's more management, a whole bunch of things, okay? Whether you are a sole proprietor or whether you work for a larger company, okay? What else did I want to mention? there is some wounding here. There is some wounding and a lot of talks that occur around this time, okay, in regards to partnerships, okay? Or maybe you are able to teach each other new things, or you learn from partnerships, something of this stead here, all right? There are some challenges. There are some challenges here, okay, to this new beginning, all right? And they're from Mars. Because it's at 0 degrees, I feel like you want to do it. It's just that there's some challenges to it. Not to mean that that won't happen, but there are some tensions that can show up as other people, or those can show up. But with Mars's ruler and square to this new moon, with Mars, okay, any placements or people that you're dealing with that are ruled by Mars, all right, Aries and or Scorpio, or parts of your chart may be particularly a little bit more offset in those houses and places of what's occurring, okay? Any of you guys that have anything at the Gemini Cancer cusp, at the Capricorn Scorpio cusp, or at the, if you're born at the beginning, okay, at the beginning of Libra especially, or if you are rising in the first few degrees of Libra, or a moon in the first degrees of Libra, or have a Venus in the first few degrees of Libra, will be particularly affected as well, because you will be in opposition to this new moon. Not to mean that it's not good. It is. It's just that you'll be a little bit heavier hit, okay? Those of you that have Libra in the 4th house, somebody may be moving in, you may be becoming a parent. There may be issues dealing with parental matters and or custody matters and or a divine mother, okay, of one sort or another here as well. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that as well. Let's go ahead and cut these cards. You are being called to transform. There is a transformation. There is a T-square between your ruler, which is in Taurus, all right, and Pluto and the South Node. Something from the past, okay? If you're dealing with anybody that's born, or you have any particular placements that are right near the Aquarius, Capricorn cusp, your urge to control will be very strong, or that person's urge to control will be very strong because Pluto is placed there. You always know the difference between somebody that is like exerting power because they want to control because they're afraid of losing, where it's a Pluto codependency vibe, versus someone that's transforming from the inside out. Okay, so just keep watch on that. High Priestess is at the bottom. In yourself and or others, okay? For those of you, this is really affecting your 4th and 5th house, okay? Letting me know that it's a possibility that children and or home structures and foundations are involved, and or a major creative project, okay? I show you clinging on to something a little bit here, maybe your money, and maybe a person with the 4 of Pentacles is starting out here, okay? Page of Swords, this could have to do with child, or it could have to do with some news that you receive, or feeling that people are watching you, or something like this, all right? You know, maybe you have underlings at work, or work with a lot of young people, or some of you could be involved with a child here in one set or another, okay? There is something that you're holding on to. It may be money, and maybe a person, okay, with the 4 of Pentacles here, okay? The Page of Swords, I feel like you're like thinking of making a decision on this. You're weighing it out. For others of you, you could be there could be someone clinging to you, okay? There could be, I show that this holding on, or this quieting down, or this, and there is kind of a, sometimes this can show up as brattiness or greed. I don't think that's what it's showing up as here, but I'm gonna look, okay? Because I show that either a child is behind it, possibly an air sign child, and or there's a decision or something that you saw, or something that you read, or something that was conveyed, and it may have been something that was done that was rather immature, okay, on the part of yourself or someone else involved here, okay? I show the likely outcome is a moving on, or a communication about this, okay? I see it coming, a lot of communication, a lot of forward movement here, okay? What I show is for you to fully embody your emotions here, all right? Because the advice here is to help or hurt this process is King of Cups in the Sun. That's a lot of deep well of emotion and a lot of joy and happiness. There's something here about seeing the joy, seeing the opportunity, seeing the love, and showing your love. Okay, that's important here. And you may be shut down emotionally a little bit here with the Four of Pentacles. That tends to be, I'm holding onto my coin and I'm holding onto my mouth and I'm not talking about this. Something like that. Okay. And I am showing, like, you're showing here with water. Okay, so again, that there's a flow. There's a backup of flow in regards to emotions here right now. Some of you could have some water in your chart, or there could be somebody with some water around you. There's something about time here. Okay, we have full moon here. There's something coming to a culmination here. It's the time for it to come to a culmination, or the time is wrapping to a close. Okay. The key to fix something is now. Okay, and it requires this flow of emotions. The King of Cups. He's sitting on a raft in the traditional tarot. There's a friendship here that's also important to you in one manner or another here. Okay. All right. And we have magic and air on the bottom. Transmute. There is a change here. Okay. Their traditional King of Cups is sitting on a, chair in the middle of, the ocean, and the seas are stormy, but he's comfortable with his emotions. He's comfortable with his deep feelings. Okay. He knows what they are. He's not afraid to express them. Okay. There is something here that illuminating those with the sun appearing here will bring to your ultimate happiness. Okay. Restoration. All right. Here. Okay. We also have, two messages from the Sun Tzu, Art of War, okay, which is, there is no instance of a country having benefited from prolonged warfare, okay, and the second one is, if, however, you are indulgent but unable to make your authority felt, kind-hearted but unable to enforce your commands, and incapable, moreover, of quelling disorder, then your soldiers must be likened to spoiled children. They are useless for any practical purpose. So there is something here that if you are not able to direct, okay, because you're too clingy, there's something about doing something out of love and with love and an open hand versus doing something in a different way, and how that will affect the outcome of your situation as well as the people around you, okay? And then there's also something about battle going on for too long here. There is no instance of a country having benefited from prolonged warfare, okay? I'm going to pull on that for you, okay, Libra? And there is something here about valuing your friendships, okay? It says an act of friendship does not have to be grand and dramatic. It can be a lot of little kindnesses that add up. Friendships take time to earn, yet can be lost in a very second. Take time to nurture them. A friendship is not something you can hand out. Friendships can form easily or grow slowly over time. Friendship is not something you can hand to anyone. Sometimes you are only they are only confirmed in dark and troubled times. So there's something here about who are your friends and have you been a friend, and there's some sort of warfare here, okay? You had friendship over here at the bottom as well, all right? Let's just see what's going on here, Libra, all right? I'm going to pull a couple of these in case there are some love messages that we're going to pop up with here. If you have any placements in Virgo, or you're at the Virgo Libra cusp, definitely check them out because they had a big love reading come out, okay? Okay. We have separation in the reverse and camera here. Okay, so some of you could be reminiscing from the past. All right. Okay. Somebody may be exhibiting codependent behavior or possession, or is acting controlling, or has a block or restraint. This could be somebody in your environment, or this could be you. This is your reading. You're showing the Four of Pentacles here. There's something where you're letting go of here. All right. We have boat and abundance. So I do feel like there's a move forward here. Okay. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? and it has to do with letting these emotions fall. The Eight of Pentacles, all right? Some of you may be holding on to something at work, or something to do with money from work, or something like this going on. Some of you may be clinging to a pattern at work that you need to change, or that you've had a lot of dedication in, all right, that may be transforming, or an old partnership that may be transforming, okay? And it may be because like you've been working on something for a long time, okay? Or you may be, okay, this Page of Swords with the Tower here, something may have happened rather quickly, and that's why you're clinging on to something. There may have been something that blew up here, all right, or that went awry here, that you watched go awry, or that somebody else was involved in some communications here that went awry, something like this, all right? What's this Eight of Wands? Strength. You need strength to make this move or to communicate here, all right? There is something about loyalty and delivery, and loyalty to people here, and also in battling an inward beast, okay? Some of you, hold on. What's the King of Cups? Some of you may be involved with somebody with some strong Leo placements, or you have some strong Leo placements. Others of you, with this King of Cups, I'm showing the Queen of Swords. So it's like express your love, all right? Express how you feel, all right? Be revered for someone who speaks their mind but does it with heart rather than with bitterness. You may have someone around you, or some words that were spoken with the Sun. I have the Page of Pentacles. This is a friendship and sometimes a reconciliation, okay? There is a friendship here that you value, okay? Or someone that values you. Some of you guys could, again, be dealing with some news relative to a child, or some sort of offer of some kind may also be coming in here. News of an offer, news of a new position, or something like this may also be coming up here, all right? What is this? Why is the Queen of Swords here? The Empress. Some of you guys are going to be speaking to a mother figure, all right? Or some of you guys are this mother figure, all right? This is about speaking your mind and doing it fully with your emotions. Some of you may be speaking to another person that you're in love with here, okay? As well, or that you're in a love relationship with, or that you love on a familial basis here for one reason or another here, okay? There may be a transformation here that's going on. Some of you may be involved with a Scorpio, or have significant Scorpio in your chart as well, all right? But there is a need here to speak your mind, to speak your mind with someone, to be clear and direct, okay? There is something about nurturing, all right? The Empress is the ultimate nurturer, all right? She brings abundance to her because she nurtures things. All four queens in one are represented by the Empress here, okay? I show a strong love and a strong need to communicate. And again, this could be with your own mother, all right? Hold on. I'm going to just check on this real quick. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys, maybe you're involved in something really, really long going at work, or a competition at work or at home or somewhere else that's just going on forever. And it's like you've already got, like you're coming to a place of higher consciousness, but I feel like this has been drug out long enough with the Hangman here. The Knight of Cups, some of you, this is strange. Again, I feel like you're being called to heal this with acting out of love. I'm getting like love or war. I'm showing you very anxiety ridden over this. Okay. Battle, this long protracted battle. Okay. I feel like some of you guys have had a battle with someone that you've known for a very long time. Okay. Again, I'm getting somebody here, may have some Pisces in their chart. Okay. Sun, moon, rising. All right. Or water. Okay, High Priestess, yeah, Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, okay. Giving this. I see you anxiety ridden about this. Okay. I'm seeing this strength pop up in this secondary thing. Okay. The moon. There may be some secrets here, or you're mastering your own emotions here right now, or there's a mother figure or Pisces or Cancer here possibly also involved here. You could be battling your own emotions right now. Yeah, in and out behavior, being solid, taming your own inward beast here. Okay, there is a need to do that. Okay, for some of you, this could have to do with secrets. All right, secrets of being overindulgent. Okay, here this could be a mental entrapment. Okay, of the own mind. Okay, this can have to do with ways that you self-sabotage yourself or keep yourself bound up on these rocks. I'm showing it specifically in relationship to high and low emotions, or someone where it's like in and out or something like this, okay? And it's leaving you feeling trapped, okay? For some of you, there may be some good news here coming along, dealing with this, all right? For some of you, this could relate to a child that has some fire in their chart as well, all right? Where more love, less rigidness is needed, or something like this. All right, I'm particularly showing it with Leo or Sag involved here. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising. King of Swords. That's you. Yeah. So, like, the advice is to step into this King of Cups. All right. Okay. There's some good news here. If, you know, you're willing to, at Six of Cups, this could have to do with family or somebody you've known for a very long time, somebody you're very nostalgic over, somebody related to your family, and or an older new soul tie that you're very nostalgic over here. Okay? Give me some final advice for my Libra. Oh, Libra, you are going through a massive transformation and ending, okay? There's something here, Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords, Death. There's something here about blocking out an ending or the end of a situation, or blocking out pain and the transformation that's needed to a block of pain and or betrayal that occurred here is needed. And it's needed to be examined and to be spoken on with this King, with this King of Cups energy, okay? I think some of you guys need some rest right now. Some of you may have been involved in a like, some of you may be blocking your own ending and new beginning here on something. All right. And, I show that this is ending. This is ending. Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords, and Death is a definitive ending. Okay. With the Four of Swords, I'm showing it here with rest. Some of you need rest and recuperation and or some kind of recovery here. Some of you are blocking out the ending of some sort of situation here. Perhaps there needs to be an apology, or an apology is coming, like a rest and retreat. And again, it's like a step into these emotions, because right now I feel like water is stuck at a dam that's ready to be released, okay? And I think that this will help you, okay? Some of you just need to get away for a rest, a vacation of some sort, all right? Dealing after the closeout of a certain cycle here, okay? What's the World here? Some of you, again, I'm having, you know, have possibly dealt with some issues where the balance of the give and take was off in something, all right, specifically in regards to money here, and that needs to end, or something like this here as well, okay? If you're in a relationship where the balance of give and take isn't, you know, necessarily there, I feel like there's going to be a lot of communications about this. With the Eight of Wands here, I feel like that is what's going to occur, and or movement on from this situation, which is dead, done, over. Okay, all right. I'm also, Queen of Wands is also popping up here. Some of you may have faced heartbreak dealing with a third-party situation, okay? And family. Some of you may want to get to calmer waters to get back to your joy. And you can, you absolutely can, okay? But it requires you stepping into your full emotions about an ending, betrayal, and what's occurred here. I've shown some rest and some heartache here is going on, and there's some pain here, all right? That you're grappling with and recovering from now, okay? And as soon as you let that flood of emotions out on what's really happening, then you can act out of a place of love to bring whatever into fruition that's going to bring you back into your sun here, okay? Back into the sun, all right, is the advice here. So enjoy it. I do see lovely, amazing times ahead for you guys and partnerships, okay? There is a taming of disorder here and a new beginning coming, and I do believe this will be in some partnerships for you guys. And again, if you're dealing with anybody that is at the Aries Pisces cusp, this person could be extremely important right now, and or your placements there, okay, at this particular section here, okay. There is some heartbreak here and some pain, all right. I wish you guys the best of luck. I love you. You will be you will be totally transformed once these series of eclipses start occurring. All right, we do have a full solar eclipse next month to start off the set of eclipses along the Aries Libra cusp. All right, I will be doing special coverage with particular attention to, of course, you and Aries, as well as the other sections that are going to be in square, all right, to the total solar eclipse next month, all right? I love you, Libra. I'm going to clean this up and move on to Scorpio. I'll see you soon. Hi, Scorpio. How are you? I am here to do your new moon reading, okay? The new moon is on the 21st. I will have linked the intro below with the first 3 signs, okay? Please reference it for the general astrology discussion of some of the things that may come up with this new moon. It's particularly important because it's kind of like a preview or an inside, you know, moment of importance to a bunch of things because of the 0-point critical degree start of the zodiac wheel. And we will be kicking off a new set of eclipses across the Aries Libra cusp next month, okay? So definitely check that out. It will be the intro section of the link below, and you can also cross-watch Aries through Gemini and or check your sun, moon, rising if you fall within those signs as well. Okay, let's see. You guys still have a lot of the unexpected occurring, okay? In your 7th house of partnerships, there's been complete changes, all right, since the end of 2017-18 and then kicking off from there, all right? Brand new alliances, changes, probably complete destruction of some alliances, new ones. Some of you guys may have been partnered up or had partnership splits, all right? Or new partnerships form that are not as stable as expected or something of this stead, that you will be stabilizing more or have stabilized more since the North Node has been in Taurus, all right, over this series of eclipses, which started around 2021, okay? That doesn't mean it's a bump-free ride, okay? There's a lot of positive energy, all right, with ruler of your 12th house and your 7th house currently in your partnerships. Some of you could engage in an illicit affair right now, or an affair with someone that, or an attraction to somebody that's married. It could happen, so I just want to mention it. You know, watch out for that. I don't see that for the most of you. For the most of you, I see some sort of blessings coming in that were unanticipated, possibly from 12th house arenas into your partnership zone, okay? Or some other things occurring here, all right? You guys have a new moon right at the 5th and 6th house cusp. All right, so your daily routines when it comes to affairs of creative projects, as well as in regards to children and things of this sort, may go through some sort of change. Some of you guys may have a new beginning in your daily work environment, as well as your health. Hold on one second. Or your daily work environment. Sorry about that. I also see a T-square here, all right, particularly across your 7th house of partnerships. There's some sort of change, okay, or transformation going on right at the 3rd, 4th house cusp. Your home, where you live, and your foundations may totally change and transform between now and 2043. Okay, may totally change. Okay, your foundations, things that you've been used to for a very long time, all right, over the last 10 to 20 years, may totally transition out, and you may have a totally new home. You may go through deep transformation of the home, whether you start a family or move or live in a new place. All right, some of you just may have complete transformation on that end. You are popping here with air and lucky and psychic, which do not pull hardly at all. Okay, some of you maybe 28, 47, or 48. We're also, two just came down, transmutation and stormy. So I do feel like there is a change that's coming on that is a little bit emotionally, I don't want to say emotionally unsettling, but maybe stormy. It may be stormy because it affects other people connected to your foundations and or home, all right? It may be a large transformation, okay? In your 5th house, we are showing up with Saturn, all right? Things with children may get a lot more structure around them, all right? Some of you may go through changes where with your children, we're giving them a lot more structure, or a creative project a lot more structure, okay, as well, all right? Some of you may decide to work on creativity a little bit more. Some of you may get a little bit more work to where you feel like you really need to make that extra effort, or you want to make that extra effort to make a date night, or to spend time, you know, painting once a week, or things of this sort connected to creativity and projects that may take on more structure or need more structure to properly function right now, okay? All right, those of you that are ruled, have a planetary ruler, meaning a rising of a Capricorn or Aquarius, this may be a little bit more, you know, easier for you, just depending on what you have it, as Saturn moves through the 5th, okay? But for whatever reason, this is a new beginning in that stead right now, okay? Some of you guys that have been tending to an injury may have a new beginning in that stead, whether you're tending to your mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical health, okay? Problems in these steads may have become larger at this time, okay? You know, those of you, some of you may be engaging in some sort of therapy. Some of you may decide that, you know, you want to heal an old injury and, you know, get over it so that you can run again, or things of this sort, okay, may be occurring. There also, you know, some of you may be engaged in some sort of teaching, all right, on a daily basis, or be interested in taking some classes, or engaged in teaching in one sense or another. Your ruler, your Hellenistic ruler, Mars, is highly attached to this new beginning, to this new moon, expressing a little bit of tension with a square between the new moon and your Hellenistic ruler. So I do see you highly involved and active with this and ready to take on the challenges, and I do think that those will start or will reach some sort of crescendo here within the next month. Like, if you can't kick off your new projects, there is a push here to overcome these challenges, to move forward in them. Some of you may be facing some delusions about your own body, your own sense of health right now, okay? About an injury, or like, I can see this being as like someone that's like weekend warrior and then they get injured at the gym or something like this, all right? You have to be careful for things like that right now. But I think as soon as Mars starts to kick through Cancer, you'll feel much better because even though it's in its fall in Cancer, it's been in Gemini way too long for even Gemini's taste, okay? And so I think once it starts to kick off through Cancer, you'll like it more. It'll be in, you know, your ninth house of foreign affairs, the law, philosophy, higher learning, things of this sort, all right? And you may get a drive or an inclination towards more travel at this time, okay? Once it starts to move through there, plus it will be trining off with anything you have in Scorpio, so I do believe that you will enjoy it a lot more than you enjoyed it, or you're probably sick of it now in the 8th house, all right? We're dealing with death, taxes, legacy, inheritance matters. Could have been some arguments in regards to those things, as well as a lot of drive and a lot of work to do with those things that can somewhat feel fraying when they're in their fall in Gemini with your ruler in Gemini, okay? Again, these are all set to transition, and there is somewhat of an indicator of this transition at this time, okay? So let's pull from my lovely Scorpio. We have the 9 of Wands at the bottom. The Empress has been such a popular card today, really giving me a lot of that fact that Venus is going to be very important in this next series of eclipses, because it does rule the sign of Libra, as well as it rules Taurus, all right? And it's in Taurus right now, okay? Some of you may be dealing with somebody that is like a divine feminine figure. Some of you could be business owners, all right? Some of you are looking, you know, very abundant and beautiful right now, all right? You are somebody that people like to be around, all right? Being around you can feel very nurturing, all right? Some of you may be looking at someone else like this right now, okay? I am showing that with some moderation and patience here, that you'll be able to manifest whatever it is that you want for this new beginning, all right? In the areas that I indicated that this may be tied to, okay? I am showing you embodying this Empress energy right now, okay? Or after, or with this boss or divine feminine energy around you, all right? Which could be male or female. Somebody with a prominent Venus, or someone with just this energy around them. Very abundant, very attractive, possibly a business owner. All right, and very fertile right now, okay? I show that you are here because of some patience and some guidance, all right, with Temperance appearing here. There may be an aura or a feeling or a desire to reconcile with someone right now, to mix a new alchemy, a new blend, a new mix, okay? And I am showing that you have all the tools at your disposal to do this, with the Magician appearing here. All right, so I am showing something brand new that you're wanting here, okay? In the advice of what you can do to help or hurt this new beginning, I have the Knight of Wands and the Five of Swords. There may be something that you want to move on very quickly that's been hidden for too long or left to hang too long, okay? Some of you guys, there may have been some sort of battle or something here going on where you're feeling the need to atone for errors, okay, with Judgment occurring here and the Five of Swords. That's a feeling of defeat or wanting to win at all costs, no matter the cost, all right? And to live in a Five of Swords type energy can make you feel spiritually and emotionally unsound, okay? This could have been somebody else around you, or you, okay? There is some sort of reckoning when it comes to behavior like this, all right, that's happening, all right? There is a healing that is showing up here, all right? This healing may come from travels. This healing may come from healing spiritually, because if you you or someone else was in this Five of Swords energy too long, wanting to get something at all costs, and now you're being called to, like, oh, that's so tiring, it's almost like, and spiritually left me feeling unfulfilled or something. This is set for change, all right? This is set for change, all right? And I show you having a lot of strength here to do it with this Knight of Wands, Hangman, strength, and the Five of Pentacles. There may be some feelings of lack or some speaking out here, okay, in regards to things, to rebalance something here, all right, with the, there may be a need for higher consciousness here about flighty in and out behavior or something of that sort, or it may be you detaching from people that make you feel this way, people that are in and out and not steadfast in your life, okay? There may be a lot of strength and higher wisdom that you're thinking and overcoming these things, okay, right now, all right? There's something patient, all right, here, all right? There's also some speaking that's going on here, or some straight talk here, and a need to be strong for what's coming here, all right? There may have been somebody, feelings of abandonment or being left out in the cold here. This could have been due to flighty in and out behavior. If this was on your part, I see you mending it, because I see you seeing what place it puts you in. If it's in someone else's part and they're not mending it, I see you detaching from that stead, okay? I see you needing a lot of strength to overcome feelings of abandonment or lack here, or someone else overcoming that, okay? We have the sign of Pisces. We have the sign of Leo appearing here. We also have two queens, Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles appearing here. This could have to do with a feminine figure, all right, in your life, or your prior, where you were previously, and stepping into this role. So I think the thing is here, the message is here, is not to be inconsistent, not to step back into the old, that you are now at this phase of really stepping into this. If this is another person in your life, then you're going for the gold here with this person, okay? Yeah, King of Wands and the Lovers. Some of you are making a choice towards feminine energy that is real higher level here, okay? Some of you could have some Sag in your chart, or some Gemini in your chart as well, okay? All right, or someone you're attracted to does, all right? On House, Cusp, Stellium, or Moon, Sun, Venus, something here, okay? There is some sort of offer and reconciliation here, some sort of offer to go out, some sort of offer for a job. This could be you embarking on a new course of work that requires a choice. There could be a choice between lovers as well, all right? This could have to do with someone from the past, someone that you're very nostalgic over, someone that you've known for a very long time. There could have been a walk away here from someone in the past, or you are walking away from someone in the past, and that's what has allowed you to step into this Empress energy, all right? What is the Magician, all right? The Chariot. Ooh, this is like manifesting yourself, taking yourself towards a victory here. Okay, I see you headed towards it, okay? You have a ton of major arcana. For a lot of you, this may have to do with work, a new assignment, but whatever it is, it's like you're an expert at it. There's something here that you're an expert at, okay? Some of you may be moving or traveling to get this, or have an offer that you need to travel for, or something like this, but you're going to want to take up on it very quickly here. With the Magician, the Chariot, the Eight of Pentacles, and Justice, this is very quick, all right? This is saying that you can work to bring justice in your own life, or to those around you with a victory, all right? Jupiter, planet of luck and abundance, all right, is here to help you along the way as well, all right? In your 6th house of work and everyday tasks, all right? If you take a new position right now that changes your daily life, you are going to be victorious in it, all right? I show you guys as master like manifestors here in regards to that, okay? The clue here of what to stay away from is flighty in out behavior, okay? You know, or engaging in this kind of any kind of win at all costs like behavior will get you out of this space of what you want for this new beginning, okay? Because what you want here is very big, higher level stuff, okay? And what's over here on the right as a warning is lower level energies. So as long as you don't get caught up in these lower level energies, I show you getting everything you want. Some of you are involved with a fire sign, okay? Sun, moon, or rising, and you're making a choice with that fire sign, possibly to move away or to cut off the relationship or to take it into a new space here, okay? It will differ for all of you, okay? The Tower is appearing here. There is some healing here, okay? And I do show some healing possibly around some theft, lying, stealing, deception, okay, here, okay? There may be a tower coming in to upend structures or bad decisions, and there is a chance for you to walk back these decisions or to fix things in advance if you are involved. However, most of you, I see you moving on from this, okay? I see you moving on from this. All right. Yeah. 5 of Swords in reverse. That is detachment from that I have to win at all costs like attitude. Okay. Of that higher vibration stuff you're walking away from. Okay. And towards a very new beginning. All right. This Ace of Wands is tied to this 7 of Swords in reverse. Okay. The end of stealing, lying, cheating, manipulation. Okay, here. There is a new beginning here that is ripe for growth, that will have much abundance, that will make you very happy. Potential here is here for it. I feel like you already are psychically receiving what this is about, okay? What this is about, okay? Some of you, may have some good news come in, okay? There could be a good news revolving around a spouse or another female figure with prominent Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Some of you may be moving away from a Capricorn as well right now, okay? Or be a little obsessed with a Capricorn or something, okay? Or something here. All right, there also may be somebody that you know that works as a medium or something like that here, okay? I show some good news in regards to this person, okay? Coming in, all right? This person may be a medium or of some sort, all right? Why is the devil here? Yeah, I see like an end to something here, all right? That was, and the start and good news and something else here. I think that this will travel by air or by the airwaves or something like this news, all right? Or over electronic medium or something like this. There is luck in walking away from something where a prior emotional investment is no longer bringing tidings, okay? Because on this luck, I have the 8 of Cups. So there is something you're being called to walk away from so you can go towards something else, all right? This may have something to do with family or in regards to your security, all right? There is a leaving behind of something for future security, okay, or new things with family, ultimate happiness here. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Holy cow. I see healing with transformation here as well, okay? There may be somebody that has some Aquarius in their chart that made a bad decision here or that's angry about something. Okay, I show that transforming and that there's a call to transform that now or something of this sort here. Okay, take it as it resonates, Scorpio. I love you guys. I'm going to clean this up and I'm going to move to Sagittarius.